And this is a summary of what it takes to get yourself promoted. And I'm going to take us through the steps, step by step. The first thing is, which I was talking about, is clarify your career objectives. Don't feel guilty. Don't let anybody put you under pressure that, look, you're so fantastic, you're so intelligent, you could be the best. If you don't want to be the best, okay, then say, yes, I could be the best, but actually, this is what I want for myself. This is what I want for my life. And once I've achieved this, maintaining it is enough for me. Okay. And if you're somebody who, yes, I want to be at the top, clarify your career objectives. That's the first thing. Spend some time sitting down, thinking about it, pray about it, and then realize that it's a marathon, not a sprint. And this advice is for everybody, but it's even more important for millennials and Generation Z. So millennials, you know who you are. Generation Z, if you're under 25 right now, very often 2 years seems like a long time for you. Okay, it seems like a very long time, but actually it's not a long time. If you're doing what you enjoy doing, you're making an impact, you're feeling challenged, before you know it, you'll blink and 2 years has gone past. So don't work somewhere for 6 months, even though you're doing a fantastic job, and think, why haven't I been promoted yet? I know many of you, after 1 year, I haven't been promoted. I've been here for a year, I haven't been promoted. What am I doing here? Okay, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. And I've got other tips there about know your strengths and weaknesses, take assessments. Many of us in Nigeria, especially, our educational systems are not structured to help us discover our strengths. They are structured just to teach us whichever topic or whichever subject we are studying, not to help us discover our strengths. So when you get into the workplace, it's very important for you to discover your strengths and to know what they are. So do whatever, there's so many free assessments, and some assessments you pay for. Ask people, what am I good at? What do you think are my strengths? Discover your strengths, discover your weaknesses. That's going to really help you on the path to getting promoted. So you play to your strengths, you don't play to your weaknesses. Keep your profile and your CV updated all the time. You'll be surprised how important this is. Opportunities come and they say, send me your CV. If you don't have the CV to send within 5-10 minutes, you might miss an opportunity. And your LinkedIn profile, these days, many employers, and I'm going to talk about this later, but many employers these days, they don't even advertise. You just go to LinkedIn and do a search with filters. And it's the results that come out of LinkedIn that they then contact and invite for interviews. So if you don't have a LinkedIn profile yet, that's one of the things that at the end of this class, you should go and do immediately. You have to keep learning. The world is changing so fast because of the digital revolution that if you're on a 4-year technical course, by your 3rd year, what you learned in your 1st year would have been obsolete. So you have to keep learning. If you don't think I'm a professor now, I'm an expert now, you're only an expert for 3 years, if at most. After that, if you hadn't continued learning, your knowledge becomes obsolete. So keep learning. Network. It's very important. I'm not going to go into how to network here, okay? But there are many resources. Just go online, how to network. You need to know how to network. Don't go anywhere. Don't leave your house and go anywhere and not network. And network means meeting people, letting people know who you are, what you do, okay, how you can be of service to them, how you can solve problems for them, how the connection will be useful to both parties, okay? That's really important. Make sure your family knows what you do, all your family members, including extended family, make sure they all know what you do. Make sure they all know what you want. Make sure they all know your career objectives, where you're trying to get to. You don't know who they will meet somewhere and they'll say, oh yeah, I have a relation who's looking for something like that. Yeah. Keep track of your accomplishments, especially these days. It's very easy to feel useless. You feel useless, you don't feel smart, you feel hopeless. It's very easy to start feeling that way, to feel down and depressed. So note down all your accomplishments, because you'll be surprised you accomplish a lot. Have your to-do list every day. And as you're getting things done, cross them off. At the end of the day, look and say, okay, yeah, I don't know why I'm feeling useless. I got so much done today. I don't know why I'm feeling useless. I achieved so much this year, okay? So keep track of your accomplishments. And then look for opportunities to let people know what value you can add to their lives or to their business. That is what self-promotion is. It's not being fake and pretending to be what you are not. No. It's about letting people know what value they can add, what value you can add to their lives and to their organizations and to their business, okay? And then make your pitch. So that's what we're really gonna cover here. So step 1 is drafting a personal development plan. So let me go into the chat and add this document. I hope I can find it quickly. Just a minute. I should have gotten this ready in advance. I apologize for that. Here we go. So a personal development plan, if you work in a big organization, it's something that every year after your appraisal, they would ask you, okay, what are your plans? What are you planning to do to improve your performance, or to go back to school, or learn? What new learning do you need to do? What are your ambitions? What are your career objectives? How do you need to achieve those objectives? What skills do you need to learn? Oh, so I uploaded it as a direct message. Just a minute, let me just upload it to everybody. So I'm uploading this document. It's called a professional development plan, fillable. So you can fill that in and it will help you clarify your career objectives and what you need to learn, okay? So that you can get yourself promoted. So that's step 1. Please download it from the chat. It's in the chat right now. This is an example of the professional development plan. It's going to ask you here, what are your long-term goals? So this is an example. I want to be promoted to an area manager. Okay, so that is a general one, long-term goal. So what are your specific career goals? To become area manager, what experiences do I need to have, right? So the first one is become a team supervisor, then become a team manager, then become an area manager. All right, okay, so step 1, become a team supervisor. What are the skills that you need to become a team supervisor? You capture the skills here. So this one is saying, I need a technical qualification, I need product knowledge, I need to do conflict management, I need customer service, okay? Then what skills do you need to work on? It says here, supervisory skills, giving feedback, because if you're a supervisor, you need to give feedback to your subordinates, right? Handling angry customers, because when your subordinates can't handle an angry customer, they escalate to you. So you need to know how to handle angry customers. And it says, okay, what actions are you going to take to become a team supervisor? So here, I'm going to take an online continuing personal development course. Yes? I'm going to do a customer service excellence course. Then I'm going to ask one of the supervisors to become my mentor, right? So actual steps about what you're going to do to become this team supervisor. And finally, the final question, when are you going to complete or take this action by deadline? He said, I can do all of this within 6 months. So that's for the step 1 of your career objectives, step 1. Step 2, after I become a team supervisor, I now need to immediately, as soon as I become a team supervisor, I should immediately start working on becoming a team manager. So you've highlighted the skills, the ones you need to work on, what you're going to do immediately, and how long it will take you, and then to become an area manager. So this is what the professional development plan looks like. And I want each of you to make sure you complete it today after this class.